Howdy, howdy, everybody, and welcome to the beginning of another big weekend of Modern Combat 5. My name is Counterfeit, joined by Daedalus, and we have got ourselves a selection of top quality PC teams to compete for those big prizes.
Oh, we certainly have Counterfeit, and first up, we're gonna have Alpha OP versus Omni Esports. It's gonna be one hell of a banger.
Yeah, for these guys, they've had some different journeys along the way, but I believe it's for Alpha OP and Omni. As we take a look back into their history a little bit, you can see there, Didio heading up the team. Now for Alpha OP, they've had a bit of a rough time recently. They have lost out to Legendario, who are waiting for the winner in the next round, as well as Score Gaming. But they have got wins over Team Arbolito. For Omni, headed up by Steve.ko, they've got a big recent win over pretty much, they ran through the entire field of Arbolito, Team Kin, and Alpha OP. So while there are some big names missing from Omni Esports when it comes to the teams they beat, and they have got a tournament win, so by no means are they out of the contention.
Oh, certainly not Counterfeit, and it's all going to be about which team can perform the best here today. There's so many teams that can take the title Counterfeit, and I personally wouldn't want to make a prediction because it could go either way here today.
I think for me, one of the big sleepers is going to be Arbolito, or Team Arbolito, coming in today as our number 3 seed representing Colombia. They're going up against Score Gaming, I believe, at the moment in the lower semi-final. We'll see if we can bring you guys some games from that if we can. But Arbolito, they have got a tournament win over number 1 seed Legendario, but unfortunately for them, they've taken multiple losses to their current opponents, Score Gaming, so we may not get to see very much of them if history keeps on heading in that same trajectory.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Counterfeit, that yes, Arbolito, they could be the upsetters here today. They are, however, the underdogs going up against Score Gaming. Score Gaming, they are just looking unstoppable. They are coming in as the clear favorites, even though they have the second seed. I do think that Score Gaming and Clan Legendario will be the ones to meet in the grand final. But obviously, Arbolito, they have the potential, and Score Gaming, they're going to have to go through them first.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Score Gaming, they've recently, back in August Cup number 2, they managed to beat every single team in this tournament. Arbolito, Legendario, Omni Esports, and Alpha OP. They beat them all in one tournament. And that's honestly super impressive stuff. The only team who's been able to take games off them recently being Savages from the USA, but they're not playing here today, so I think Score definitely have a very solid chance to make it through to at least the finals.
Oh, they certainly have Counterfeit, and wouldn't you want to see another Score Gaming Grand Final? They've been at the top of MC5 for so long, and I honestly think that it's impressive how long they've been here. So if they can keep that up, if they can continue to just be as dominant as they are right now, then I would love to see them just carry on that tradition.
So if we do dive a little bit into our teams we've got playing here today, so Alpha OP with Chiquito over on the left-hand side, though I think we might be seeing a rehosted lobby, given that we're actually losing players rather than gaining them. So just have a word with the admin to check if that is the case. So this, guys. Any word from this lobby? Everyone's leaving! Let's see. So, guys, something that can happen is sometimes the teams will host on the wrong map. Let's take a quick look at the matchup. It should be on streets. It is on streets, so not that particular one. I don't know. But yes, guys. So, this first game is an ESL competition game, and this is a monthly final, so you only get here by being one of the 8 best teams on your platform. In this case, that platform is PC, but between matches, we will be setting up community games that you can play on if you are a PC player. So do come and join them. They'll have the passkey ESL123. It looks like we're getting a remake on that last lobby. Not sure what the problem was, but we'll be back in just a second. So, anywho, back to our teams. Alpha OP. So, a quick look through their replay archive. to see what they've got for us and who the players are to watch for. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so looking through their match histories from the recent past as we wait for a rehost of that last lobby. Hello, that's not a scoreboard at all. Let's see if they gave us a sensible scoreboard. Nope, that's someone's desktop background. What are these guys doing? Ah, jeez. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to find out in the game itself. Because these players, they've... So, sorry, just to explain what we're doing here. Oh, there we go. I think? It's not even this team. I know what's going on. So normally what the players will do is they'll upload the end of game screens, which will then allow us to look into how they performed previously. Looks like that hasn't quite happened this time around, so apologies for that, guys. And Hero Gaming Simon, welcome to the stream, our moderator and best charm. Dealers, when you think of Hero Gaming Simon, what do you think?
I think of Little Big Hero 6.
Ah. Okay. Is that the one with the inflatable superhero?
Yes. It's just called Big Hero 6, but I think Hero Gaming Simon is probably like the little version of Big Hero 6.
Ah. Hero Gaming Sixman. I can think it could work.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Let's see. So, alright. It looks like the players are hosting up again. Apologies for the delay, guys. So, just to catch you guys up as well, for any of you guys who are coming into this for the first time, we'll be playing best of 3s up until the finals, which will be best of 5. The tournament information page isn't quite up to date, but if it's consistent with the previous tournaments, there should be 30,000 credits on the line, 20,000 to first place, 10,000 to second, and then as well ESL special camos that you can only get by playing in ESL competition.
And that's why you should obviously participate here in today's tournament, or future tournaments, of course, if you aren't qualified for today's tournament. As you need to have played in at least, I think, what's it, like 3 or 4 tournaments and done fairly well in order to actually qualify to play in multi-finals. So obviously if you want to have some extra swag to show off to the lads, well then, here's the place.
Just gonna check in with Danny W, our admin for today. Iraqi Ghostly, you're excited. Well, I'm good to hear that. And Hero Gaming Simon is racing their smiles as 5 out of 5, which is honestly extremely good news. We'll be getting that first lobby up in just a few moments away. Of course, we're now officially getting it deep into update 30. Do let us know, guys, what you think about how the Marauder is at the moment. If any of you guys saw what Charger? I think Charger? I always get the name confused. I think because I read it in my head and I say it a different way than I would say it. But he was talking about that there's still some talk about a further nerf to the Marauder if people are still feeling like it's too strong. But let us know, guys. Is that what you guys are thinking? Or are you happy with the way the changes have gone through? Oh, and also, if you haven't already, check out Hero Gaming Simon's YouTube profile because it's got a picture of their dog, who's adorable.
Well, that all depends on whether or not you like dogs.
That's true.
See, I'm very scared of dogs, so...
Does Hero Gaming Simon have a cat?
Yeah, see, I love cats, but my problem is I'm allergic to cats as well.
We need to get you one of those big old... oh, hello. We've actually got a passkey through direct message, which is sometimes the way we get things done. Let's see. Is this the same teams?
It might be.
Let's have a look. Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay, so they have a completely different passkey. So I'll just pass that across to you, and then we'll get back into that lobby for our first quarter-final game of the day. So there you go, Deedless.
Thank you, Mr. Hartnell.
Edlimu. Alright, I think we're pretty much ready to get started. Just got a couple more players to show up. And then our first round of competition will begin. Hero Gaming doesn't have any cats. Well, that's too bad.
Well, perhaps you should consider getting a cat then. I think that you can always get a lot of love from cat.
Well, you say always.
Okay, well, the cats that I've met are very lovable and seem to pass that on.
Wait, they passed that on?
Yeah, they pass the love on. When I love them and I give them head scratches and stuff like that, they tend to also love me back by just
so if you said
lying on my stomach and allowing me to give them more head scratches.
so you would say that someone gives you love back rather than passing it back suggests that you've taken something which is a permanent quality and like transferred it to somebody else. So it sounded like you were saying, because the cats are so lovable, you are now lovable.
Is that supposed to be like a burn?
I don't know. Is it?
I'm not. It feels like it is a burn.
Oh, I don't know. Let's leave it up to you guys. Do you think it was a savage burn, or do you think it was merely? Well, I suppose it could probably be both.
Am I not lovable?
Well, I mean, I'll leave that up to the crowd. Ah. Yes, Raj, we do have the unfortunate habit of immediately going off topic given the slightest opportunity to do so. But we'll be getting started in just a second. Again, this is Alpha OP versus Omni Esports. We've got owner Steve, and let's see who we've got in from their team here. It's currently neither of their managers, Mohammed or Sema.
Iraqi says that he feels like we're up to doing some evil stuff kind of fit.
Evil?
You know what? Oh, you know what? I feel like that's probably just you.
Oh man, talk about throwing your co-caster under the buffs.
You
Jeez.
said that I'm not lovable.
I would say you're attempting to absorb lovability from cats. Was maybe not what you were intending to say.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, we'll continue to have our small breakdowns. So just to touch back over to the teams once again, because yes, so you guys want to hear about the teams. Gosh, how exciting! So let's see, let's check back in with Alpha OP. So they've got team owner Dadia, who it looks like might not actually be playing here today, but Alpha OP from Colombia. They haven't actually assigned themselves any managers or captains to their squads. I'm curious, Dealers, from your experience playing as, playing in Team Fortress 2, did you guys, when you were playing, did you have a formalized captain when you played?
Oh, we definitely did. You need to have someone calling the shots, or else your team is going to be all over the place kind of it. So yes, you need to have someone that says, okay, let's go over to this place, let's do this, let's do that, and let's win. Or else your team's not going to be coordinated and you're just going to be failing, most likely as a team, when you go into those encounters against the other team.
Okay. Just gonna have a word with Danny W and see if we can chase up some of these players, because they seem to be delaying. I'm not sure quite why. I'm assuming that one of the players is missing from the team. As we can see that GM is down in the bottom of the screen now waiting. Let's have a quick look into the lobby and see what's being said. So it looks like... Oh, okay. So it's going to be Alpha OP, who I think are missing a player. That's very unfortunate. Alright, well, I've let our admins know, so usually there is going to be a time limit for all of that kind of stuff. So we'll be able to move on relatively soon. Hey, Night to Hell, over on Twitch, welcome to the stream. And Night, if you do want more MC5 fans to talk to, I definitely would recommend heading across to the PC platform. That's where most of the viewers are today. But if you're happy watching from Twitch, that's obviously more than okay.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, remember to follow MC5 over on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where you can find all different kinds of information regarding the game and regarding the commentators, of course, as well. However, we are trying to get into this game as fast as possible. While we're doing that, counterfeit. I know that you've figured this out before, and I think I know the answer, but do you remember what abuelito means?
It means little tree.
Well, what did we call Hero Gaming Simon just a few moments ago?
Hero Gaming 6?
Yes, Little Hero Gaming Simon.
Are you testing if I have a short-term memory loss?
So you know what? I think that's not a coincidence. Hero Gaming Simon is a big fan of abuelito, is my conclusion.
Sure.
Can you say this message? Maybe cats will take over the world.
Maybe cats will take over the world.
Perhaps cats will take over the world, Mr. Counterfeit.
Oh, I like that. I haven't really heard you do impressions with people before. I'm not sure who that was specifically, but it was certainly sounded like somebody.
I'm not sure who it was either, but you know what, Counterfeit? It's certainly not a coincidence, my good Watson. Or I don't know. Perhaps I'm Sherlock Holmes. Perhaps I'm not.
Well, if you guys, since we're just killing a little bit of time, if you guys do have any messages you want for the people still use like special things for ringtones. I think it could still happen. But if you've got anything silly you want us to say, then we'll use that to, just fill a little bit of time. Even if it's in a different language, though, we'll probably run it through Google Translate first to try and make sure we're not saying anything too rude.
You know what, Counterfeit? You know what we've never done on stream?
What's that?
That we could do? We could play Hangman.
I mean, we could. I don't think we've got a good way of showing that on stream.
Well, I don't know, man. We can just let the viewers know which letters have been used and how close they are to dying.
I'll tell you what. If you can find a good, if you or someone else can find a good online, like custom version of Hangman, we can do MC5 Hangman.
Okay, well, I'm definitely googling it now.
Raj, cat ate a player of streets. Oh gosh. I think that's the only reasonable explanation. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick word with the teams in the lobby just to check in.
Oh, well, I found an online Hangman where you can... I found an online Hangman simulator where you can pick different categories. You can play Al Pacino movies or Lord of the Rings.
Well, can we do custom ones?
2-player games, yes. Oh, okay. Wait, no, then... Well, then... I'm not sure how this works. Well, you can do something called 2-player games where you just type the word in, but then you can't show it on stream while you're typing the word in, of course, because then everyone knows what you've typed in as a word.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. What I'll do is, if you set that up, we can do that. We can try it for one thing and see how well it works. What's the website?
Hangman.no.
Oh, okay. That's a good website.
Very easy and straightforward. Just remember to turn off the sound.
Oh gosh,
music.
That is very loud. Okay, yeah. So if you can come up, if you send the code to me, if you can come up with an MC5 themed Hangman thing, and then I'll just put it out to the chat to get them to make their own guesses.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Let's see.
I recommend using the MC5 wiki. That's got a lot of good stuff.
I'm on that one as well right now. What should we go with? What should we go with?
Hey, Pistolorino and Hard TM ESL. I'm gonna have Hard TMSL. We're not using a gay in a pejorative way in the chat. We're trying to keep it a welcoming place for everyone. Let's see, Piecha. Do you know when the Android July-August finals will be? If it's not listed on the main ESL page, and it probably hasn't been finalized as of yet, as soon as it is, it will go up there. But there won't be any more finals this weekend. I'd imagine it might be a little while. But Piecha, thanks for asking. We will let you know as soon as it has been set on.
Iraqi Ghostal. Soon I will make MC5 short film. What is your short film going to be about, Iraqi? Also, Peter, I sent you the word that we're going to use for the hangman.
Okay, could you give me the code? Because I need the code to join you.
Oh, do I? Well, we're starting the game now, so let's do this afterwards.
Well, even better. Turns out, what could even be better than a game of Hangman? So sorry guys, normally we would be just kind of giving you guys a community game, but in this case we want to make sure we get as much of the MC5 action as we possibly can. So, our first official ESL game of the day, we will be on the streets. Alpha OP versus Omni Esports. Should be a whole lot of fun. Let's get things started.
Alpha OP. Omni Esports counterfeit. One of these teams could go all the way to the semifinal and meet up against Clan Legendario. Who do you think it's going to be?
I think I think at this point it's probably, I'm feeling a little bit more like, let's see, I'm just trying to remember which way around these two teams were. I think it was, oh that's right, certainly Omni Esports I think is my favourite in this round of competition. But with the streets, this is definitely one of the maps where you can play it very strategically. So there's always a chance for a team that's playing smarter to beat up a team that's got strictly just better individual players.
Oh, you're definitely right, counterfeit. Right now, however, Omni Esports, they're making a very smart play. They're moving into the middle. They saw Alpha OP were trying to get a hold over that middle settlement to begin with. So they say, okay, let's go in there, contest it, and try and see if we can't get it out of their grasp. They aren't able to do so, they don't keep it up, so unfortunately the control falls back into their opponent's hands. But now it's a 5 versus 5.
Yeah, a big push in from Omni, the Colombian team in the red, really pushing up as a group. They have got Laxi over the other side, I think he's trying to provide a distraction, while Alpha OP attempts to hold the center. Raw able to slam down another kill. This current score leader will get taken out as Steve rushes into the middle for Omni. Notice though that Omni aren't trying, or at least up until this point, hadn't been trying to hold the center. Instead, just picking off the kills from the outside.
That is a smart decision, counterfeit, but right now we're just seeing so much action around the middle. So Omni, they need to start moving in there. They could just send Laxi to stand on the outside, try and get some easy kills with that sniper, and the rest just move in. You have a medic on your team as well. Shia right now is playing that supportive role. So if you can move in alongside Shia and have all of your assault rifles around Shia as well, then suddenly you form up a pretty good squad.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Shia in the number 3 position has just respawned in as we're seeing a very aggressive and game Alpha OP more or less keeping up.
3 kills out of nowhere. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was 3 kills out of nowhere from Omni Esports. That was quite good, and like the only problem from Omni right now feels like Bruno is the big problem because he has a commander shield. Sitting at 4 kills and 5 deaths right now seems to be one of the big blockades for Omni Esports. But Omni, with that being said, are starting to create a lead for themselves, counterfeit, so I don't really know how big of a problem Bruno really is.
It's going to be an attempted hold from the center as we have got Omni Esports, or Omni OP rather. Certainly seeming to be OP right now. Zeus grabs another one. It's going to be another rush into the center from Omni, who have taken themselves a pretty commanding lead so far. 4 minutes left on the clock. Chiquito keeps trying to pour out the damage. Don't think there's quite enough in the tank though.
No, I don't think so either. It seems like they're just slowly running out of gas, counterfeit. And with 4 minutes left to go, Omni Esports, they're actually quite far up. They haven't even used half of the time half of the time you get to play here in an MC5 match, and they're already about to get 40 kills.
Yeah, real nice stuff. Very good control. You can see that Omni are really just cementing their control over the center entirely. Omni just really struggling to get in at all. You can see Bruno trying to charge up from the side. Is using that morph along with the very similar looking to the LAC, but not a LAC gun, importantly. Chiquito cut down in close quarters. Zeus keeps the control, but it's Gia and Zeus, both of whom picking up some pretty crazy numbers.
Certainly is counterfeit. So they are doing so well here in this game, and we'd love to see them perform up to that level in game number 2. But so far, Omni Esports, they pick up a game. It's 36-50. So Omni, they're putting out a good performance to begin with, and Alpha OP, they're going to try and see if they can take them down in game number 2. But with the way that everyone on Omni Esports are playing together, I think it's going to be a very hard task.
So that is a 14 kill advantage. We definitely keep our eyes very closely on Zeus and across on to Gia again. Although Chiquito did some pretty nice stuff in that last game. Guys, we'll be taking a short break where we do get set up for game number 2. Apologies for the delay before game number 1. Hopefully, we'll be able to swiftly get onto our second game of our quarterfinal here. We'll catch you guys in just a few moments' time with a continuation of Alpha OP versus Omni Esports. Howdy, howdy, howdy. We're back in with Omni Esports versus Alpha OP. Omni looking good in the first game with a 14 kill advantage. Now have the chance to bust their way through and go right to the semi-finals as a result of this game.
Let's see if they can do that, Counterfeit. It all begins with taking down Alpha OP one more time. Alpha OP, they get off to a good start, getting up one kill, but Lacty 20 FPS comes in and says, hang on, gentlemen. We're also a part of this game.
Alpha OP, they're really suffering it for roster numbers. They are just coming in now, but Omni Esports, they've hit the ground running. They've already got themselves a solid 4 kills spread out across 4 different members.
I think they hit the ground sprinting, Counterfeit, because they are just absolutely starting off on the right foot, finding 5 kills within the first minute, and they're not looking to stop down. No, Shia finds another one there onto Kodik, taking Alpha OP down one more time.
Shia on the hunt, knocking down the individual players. Of course, being outbound by yourself does put you vulnerable from the sides as cover. And Chiquito make their move in. All 5 of Alpha OP now on the field and moving into the center.
Alpha OP, they're not giving up. Just found 4 kills out of nowhere, Counterfeit. Now with control over the center, they can definitely afford to fight against Omni, but the problem is Omni, they're fighting from multiple angles. They're coming in from everywhere, and Alpha OP, they can't seem to defend against this. They just lost the entirety of their team, more or less, and now Cover is searching for cover, searching for help, searching for someone on the side of Alpha OP to help them take down Omni Esports.
Shia is going to make their way around the flank once again, as this game is still remaining pretty even. In fact, the difference between the two teams from the very start of the game is the only difference that still exists. 4 kills ahead for Omni, Alpha, and Cover in particular, doing some real nice work along with Chiquito and Cover, both with 5 kills.
17-14, Counterfeit. This is way closer than it deserves to be. Omni Esports, they've been playing really well. They've been flanking around as well. But Alpha OP, they've been keeping up, and now they're actually coming in. Even Chichito, just doing so much work and making sure that Alpha OP, they keep themselves afloat here in this game. I cannot really express how well Chichito is playing right now. Really making sure to just carry the entirety of Alpha OP.
Cheer does get the cut down on Chiquito though, so that could be a lot of the strength of the Alpha OP squad stripped away from them, You can see Alpha P swarming on all sides. Raw does get taken out towards the back of the field. And Chiquito, though, starts to come back into the action. Just about survives, I think, a grenade to the face and keeps the points are coming in.
25 to 23. The team from the United States of America are just barely hanging on, kind of it, but they are hanging on, and that is the key word. I like what Alpha OP are doing, especially right here. Cover tried to go for something cheeky while the rest of Alpha OP kept control over that middle settlement, and now sending out bombers and sending out airstrikes will help Alpha OP find kills from afar. This is a really smart way that they're playing, and if they keep this up, then they might just be moving themselves up to a third game.
Yeah, Chiquito doing some incredibly good stuff for Alpha OP, but it does feel like their nemesis is Gia here. Switching across to the Assault class has been just making sure that Alpha OP can never get too comfortable down towards the bottom of the map by flanking around and making sure they've always got to have eyes, at least if not the backs of their heads, then in the sides.
But Alpha OP, they're just moving away now, kind of it. They're going away from the field. They're pulling up kills left, right, and center. And you know what? It is, after all, not a sprint. Omni Esports, they're showing us why it is not that right here and right now.
Less than 3 minutes left to play. Only 6 kills separating the two squads. Alpha OP going to be relying pretty heavily on Chiquito and cover in this game. Remember, guys, only one last chance in this here game for Alpha OP to stay in the competition. It's close, but they haven't been able to close the gap on Omni for nearly the entire game.
They haven't been able to do that indeed, kind of it. But Alpha OP, they still have that one last chance. 6 kills is what they need to find. They need to eliminate the entirety of Omni Esports without giving up any kills. And starting out well, Raw finding a kill, but Laxi immediately follows back with 2 kills of their own. Jaden also comes in, same with Shia. So kills are not going in the favor of Alpha OP, and right now Omni Esports, they're sitting at 43 kills. So this is a dangerous territory that right now Alpha OP are finding themselves in.
We check in now with the respawning Omni. They are looking very strong, but the gap has started ever so slightly to tighten as we come towards the last few moments of potentially the entirety of our quarterfinals stages. You can see Omni, they are pulling back from the main fight. They're going to try and bleed out these last 3 kills from Alpha OP and secure their place in the next round.
Omni Esports, they can afford to just trade kills right now, and every single kill that they get gets them closer to that semi-final. They need 2 more, but Alpha OP, they're cutting back. But oh, Steve finds a kill, and suddenly Alpha OP, they're just 1 kill behind. Omni Esports, they're about to lose this perhaps. 1 more kill for Alpha OP.
Wait, they got it! Alpha OP, they've managed to equalize the series. What an incredible play from there. They didn't give up right until the very end. It did pay off. They will get to see that 3rd game. And as Ghostbox says, Chiquito with the absolutely massive carry there. But Gia as well. Both of them managing to do the real heavy lifting for the squad.
That was so incredible. Alpha OP, in the very last moments, they come in and find every single kill that they need, kind of it. And they take down Omni Esports. Look at the scoreline on the side of Alpha OP. It's Chiquito, it's Cover, doing all of the work. And now, if they can keep this up for the 3rd game, then they surely will be moving into the semi-final.
Alright guys, we'll take a short break. Game number 3 is coming up. Will we see the comeback happen for Alpha? Or will it be Omni Esports recovering themselves in game number 3? Whoever wins out here goes on to face against our number 1 seeded squad, Clan Legendario, in that upper semi-finals. We'll see what happens after the break. Friends, we return for a third and decisive game between Alpha OP and Omni Esports. Game number 2, I don't think either of us saw that one coming. What a comeback for Alpha, taking it all the way to the end and winning out by a single point.
It was so close, Counterfeit. I certainly didn't expect that, and honestly, Alpha OP, they must be riding a high going into this game because they took down, as you said, Omni Esports with no points to spare. And that certainly, after doing such a comeback, must give you so much confidence.
Yeah, we saw you guys praising Chiquito in the chat. Did have a ludicrously good score. Really nice positioning there, though does get taken out by Steve from long range. Omni, they've got the initial control and they're up on the top. Of course, we're vulnerable to getting floor banged from here. But Alpha OP, instead, looks like they're working their way around the outside, trying to go for those long range shots. You can see that the PR39 doesn't have that zoom in power of the COG to take people out instantly from long range.
Good point, Counterfeit. But Gia, right now, one of those players that really doesn't need a lot of range, they just need someone in their sides. Because Gia just found 3 kills out of nowhere and has been such a valuable player for the entirety of this game for Omni Esports. Really been stepping up to the plate and been taking down everyone from Alpha OP.
Laxi with that PR39 again. But yeah, Gia just absolutely crazy with that Bramson who's just been doing absolute work. Painted all red and white. Is going to be painting the town red as they pick up yet another kill for themselves. 9 so far. Chiquito and Cover, both of them have yet to show up in this game, but Gia is going off.
Oh, they definitely are, Counterfeit. And Gia right now sitting at 10-2. Is that big carry here for Omni Esports? But talking about Gia, you must mention that right now Omni Esports is just extremely deadly. They have a 5-kill lead. They have 6 headshots in total as well. So not only are they killing everyone, they're doing that quite efficiently.
We are seeing Alpha OP starting to come back, though. Cover has been replicating that performance in Chiquito. There we go. They have woken up in this game. They're starting to lock those points down. Hiding around the corner. With Steve up on top with the rest of the squad. A centralized strategy for Omni has been working pretty well. But Alpha, they've caught up despite everything. And we've seen the tenacity of the team from the USA. We'll see if they can take it even further.
22-22. Alpha OP, they're starting to make that comeback already here, Counterfeit. But the question is, will it be very close this time around again? Or will they actually do it convincingly? Remember, they have to go up against Clan Legendario, whoever wins this one. So you want to have a good showing, and you want to show that you could be a Titan killer, but if you come down once more to a 1-game difference, then I don't think you're going to have a very good chance against Clan Legendario, who's going to punish you for every single mistake you make.
So, apologies, I believe I got that the wrong way around before. Alpha OP representing Colombia, Omni Esports representing the US of A. This one single game left to decide who's going forward to face off against the Argentinian Clan Legendario. What an incredible quarterfinal these teams have been giving us already, and this is only the start of their journey in the tournament.
Oh, certainly. This quarterfinal Counterfeit has been nothing but good, and Alpha OP, they would want to give us another show in that semifinal against Clan Legendario, but Omni Esports, they showed us in game number 1 that they are true contesters for that title. And it's not going to come down very easily. Right now, Alpha OP, they're keeping control over the upper side here of this map, of the upper level. Omni Esports, they're going to have a hard time getting up to them because there's just so many ways that Alpha OP, they can defend themselves. There's so many stairs that you have to go through, and it just means that while you're running up, your opponents can just stand and wait for you to come and then have that defender's advantage to work with.
It's all coming to a close here. Cover and Chiquito again stepping up for the team. The 2Cs able to see their way through towards the end, as Steve will grab another kill. 4 and 6. It's amazing that Omni are losing in this game, with Gia having already clocked in more than 20 kills. It's almost caught up. Could we see the reverse of Game 2 with Omni sneaking out a win at the last second?
It's going to be so damn close here towards the end. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go for the two teams to find those kills. Shia finds one, but suddenly Alpha OP, they make a sprint towards the end. Cover comes up huge, but so does Sia. This is gonna come down to the very wire kind of it. One more kill will do it. Who's gonna find that right now? We're looking at Raw. They're trying to look for it. Gino finds it, however, with that sniper. Takes down on the esports. Alpha OP, they make that comeback. They make the reverse sweep after losing game number 1.
And of course, it's Chiquito who picks up those final numbers. But Cover really steps up for the team. So the two of them just really going massively far forward. Shout out, of course, to Xia, though. Did incredible stuff in that last game. 23 kills. The best performance of the whole game by a mile. But still, it wasn't enough. We'll have to bid farewell to Omni Esports. But for now, guys, this is your chance to come and play live on stream. So, please use the passkey ESL-123. And then you'll be able to be live on stream. Let's just get the passkey changed up because we're of course on PC. We'll be on Android later on and then iOS. Lots of MC5 over the course of this weekend. But let's get those final bits into place. You'll need tier 7 and below weapons, tier 3 and below armor. Dealers, where should we go for our first free-for-all?
Let's go to the rooftops.
Alright, you heard the man. Everybody, get in here! And let's get things started. So this will be a break game. We will be getting our next round of ESL competition set up while you guys play on stream, which means it will be no one commentated, but it will be on the stream itself. You can use it as a chance to get footage for when you want to apply for your next ESL team or similar. We'll drop the links in the chat. If you want to play an ESL competition, you just need to follow these links and they'll take you right to the right place to sign up, and if you don't have a team, then where you need to go to get one.
So ESL 123 platform is PC, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to play a free-for-all, then just head over to the rooftops, head over to our lobby, and show us what you're made of.
So, Dealers, when you signed up for, I know we're plumbing the depth of your competitive experience now, but can you remember much about how you first got onto your first esports team?
Ooh, that's a good question. How did I do that? I think if I remember correctly, there's like a thread, an ongoing thread over on the European Team Fortress 2 League's website,
Okay.
where you can apply for teams. I think I just found my medic, the one that's the leader of the team, or was the leader of the team I used to play for. I just think I found that one over there, and then ended up getting into a team.
Okay, so so it sounds like it's fairly similar to what you would get on the ESL Discord, the recruitment channel. Did you have to, when you applied, did you have to kind of, prove your skill in any kind of way to get onto the team?
I think I had to, perhaps for like one of the first teams I did join, but I do think that for the team that I had the most success with, I ended up just building a team because we were able to just collect a few players, so I didn't really have to show how good I was.
Oh, so you actually made your own team?
I think I ended up making my own team, but I can't remember. It's been ages since.
Ah.
Let me see if I can find the old group or something like that.
Excuse me. Right, so let's just get that fixed. And there we go.
So I can tell you this much, that I think we won. Yeah, we won a season. We won season 12. We got second place in season 11, and then we also played in the tournament where we got the first place.
Ah, all right.
So we were pretty good.
Guys, we'll come back to that after the break. Enjoy the community game for now. We'll catch you 7 minutes from now with our next round of ESL action. We'll see you there. Grab yourselves a delicious water or the beverage of your choice, and we'll see you in a few moments' time. Friends, we are back, and we've got the opportunity with a bit of a delay before our next ESL game. We've got a chance to get in even more community action, at least I think so. We'll be waiting on word from our admin, Danny W, ably assisted by Nessie behind the scenes. Guys, if you do catch our volunteer ESL admins, do let them know how much you appreciate them giving their time over to make these tournaments happen. For now, let's get back into things. This time, let's go for a team battle. Dealers, where are we gonna pick and choose our teams to battle?
Ooh, let's go to the streets this time around.
Alright. Let's do it. ESL
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. No?
Oh, was I supposed to say yeehaw back?
Yes. Of course, we're cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cowboys together.
Excuse me a second, just going to do a quick restart on the game. Sometimes it does get a hiccup and it won't start, but we'll be back in a second. So that'll still be ESL 1, 2, 3. Lobby is coming up momentarily. I'll let you guys know once it is officially open for business. So, officially speaking, Alpha OP making it through that last run. Honestly, super impressed by that whole series. That was a series that was worthy of a finals.
Oh, it really was kind of it, and I would love, or would have loved rather, to see them in that grand final. Unfortunately, it's only going to be one team that can move into that grand final, and hell, it's only going to be one team moving into that semi-final. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen. But Team Arbolito and Score Gaming versus Team Arbolito versus Score Gaming and Clan Legendario and Alpha OP, they're just going to be a bunch of good series, nevertheless.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we were just getting started here, but come and join us. Lobby is officially now open. ESL 1, 2, 3. Come and play live on stream. Since we got a little bit more time to work with, then we would invite you So come and take us on all kinds of personal like.
Are you going to be playing Counterfeit?
Yams.
Nice. Well, it's going to be interesting. Do you feel ready?
I'm so ready.
Do you feel warm?
I feel about moderate temperature.
Okay, so you're not feeling hot.
Well, not yet, but once I've killed everybody, and the little dog too, then I will be.
Are you freezing your fingers?
I don't have any of those kind of hand warming packs, which some of the some professional esports players make use of to keep their hands nice and warm. But fortunately, I'm within a relatively temperate environment, so I don't need to worry about that too much, at least not yet. Wait, do they use this to keep their hands warm, or is that more of a muscle relaxing kind of thing?
No, I think they use it to keep their hands warm. I don't know about you, but I personally can't play if my hands are cold.
I guess that makes sense. There's all sorts of bits inside there. Guys, as well, if you are playing games for an extended period of time, we would definitely recommend you do your stretches. If you want to be able to keep playing for a long time, and I'm sure that you do, you won't be able to do it otherwise. As, oh, hello. I think we've actually got ourselves a pass key for the other semi-final, which is Score Gaming versus Team Arbolito. So, in which case, we'll just... Okay, we don't have enough players to get this one started, I'm afraid, sorry guys. So we'll have to come back to that community game. For now though, getting into ESL action. I'm just going to send you the passkey dealers. And then we'll get into lobby. I hope the players are ready to go right now. Arbolito and Score Gaming. Apparently this is game 1 of their semi-finals. We'd heard they started without us before, but it seems not to be the case. So, ooh.
What's happening?
Oh, I think they just... for a second.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that lobby.
It was up, but now it's not. Oh, okay, they're saying the opponents need to make the match. Alright, so we'll have a little bit of a delay. Tell you what, guys, go grab yourselves some water. We're back in a couple of minutes' time with Team Arbolito versus Score Gaming. Once I get the lobby up, Tango and Moulin. If you're interested in Battle Royale, do go check out Hellfire's MC5 channel. Did a little collaboration with him yesterday to do the first ever MC5 Battle Royale tournament. So, go over there to Hellfire's channel. You can give him a quick search. I think it's Hellfire MC5 on YouTube, and you'll be able to find it there. And we'll be back in just a few moments' time with our next round of ESL competition. we're back. It's time to go to the other side of the bracket and see the little trees that could make big. Arbolito representing Ecuador against Score Gaming, the team that has beaten every single other team in this tournament and recently.
And you know what, kind of fit? This is going to be game number 1. Arbolito, they're going to try and see if they can take down Score Gaming. It's going to be a hard task, but Leonidas off to a good start. Could this be the Spartans being able to take down the Persian army? Or will it be not as impossible for for Arbolito as it was for Leonidas back in the day?
Awoo, awoo, awoo. Certainly starting things off for Arbolito very well. The little trees that could. Leonidas able to dominate the control of the center. Unfortunately, didn't have too much backup from the rest of the team who were trying to take the flank around, but Leonidas certainly living up to the historical counterpart, holding the line while the rest of the team tried to get the job done. Score Gaming now dropped behind again as Hugh X?
Hugh.
I try to read it. People's names, they're so confusing.
Hugo X, I think, is the way to go.
Yeah, Hugh X, I guess. Either way around it.
Or a huge X.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, let's just call them X or Hugh.
I think Hugh. I think I went with Hugh before.
Hugh.
Alright, so we know Leonidas is big. For the side of Score Gaming, their kills have actually been relatively spread out. No big carry apart from maybe Pompey in the early going. The number 4 player with a little king icon for themselves. Looking to turn around the fortunes of the squad as Playboy did get mixed up in a bit of menace. The whole of Score getting knocked down apart from Playboy, who's now cut off from the rest of the team. While Playboy attacks from the front, Pompey attacks from the back, hitting up but not quite able to get the last bit of damage down. Could have been huge for Score.
There is a reason why, kind of it, that Score Gaming, they are the big favorites of the tournament. Why they've been able to beat everyone playing in the tournament here today. They play really smart, they're able to work together as a team. Right now, obviously, they're behind Arbolito, but that could change in just a second. And Score Gaming, they are just looking absolutely unstoppable coming into the tournament. If they can keep it up, however, that is the question, and why we're here today. We need to find out.
The Ecuadorian team, Arbolito in the blue, holding the top right-hand corner of the map. They're very defensible, especially against a Score Gaming team who doesn't have their entire team connected. Hero Black and Snake Eyes picking up recent kills. Snake Eyes in second, but no one comparing up to this absolutely ludicrously strong Leonidas. Playboy finally manages to win out a 1v1 because of that superior close range Bramson firepower.
But Arbolito, they are keeping Score Gaming very far behind, kind of it. This is very surprising. I didn't expect this at all. But Arbolito, they've been finding a lot of success getting those kills and getting military support in. Obviously, as usual, military support gives you a lot of control, and Arbolito, they have gotten so much control out of this game, and now about to have a 10 kill lead as well.
I love this from the Arbolito squad. They're consistently having they've got a strong defensive position, but they're always sending out a surprise flanking member who sneaks through almost the entirety of the map and comes from behind the opposing team as they make their assault. That requires incredible team coordination, and it's paying off big time.
It certainly is. It is one of the big strategies to try and fare well in a MC5 game. And right now, Arbolito, they certainly are very well, but Playboy and Furious finds 3 kills out of nowhere. And suddenly, he's starting to look much closer with Arbolito, only ahead 3 kills.
It's the end. Welcome to the stream. It's going to be a close one in our first semi-final game. Score Gaming, they've been behind pretty much the whole game, but I think Dealers is right that this could very easily turn back if the little trees change up their strategy, which is what seems to be happening right now.
Arbolito, they're about to be cut down perhaps by Score Gaming. Maybe.
Yeah.
Score Gaming, they're gonna make that comeback. Hey, if you can make duck sounds, I can make goat sounds as well.
I mean, there is some logic there, but it still will not stop it from being horrifying every single time. Alright, 3 kills. Let's call it 2 ducks and 2 goats between the two teams. Hero Black grabs another. Arbolito take over the bottom right-hand corner, but Pompey and the rest of the score team, they've still got one last fight left in them.
They certainly have, counterfeit. But Score Gaming, they are now finding themselves so far behind. Arbolito, they need 3 more kills to complete this run. 2 more. Hugex finds 1 kill. Playboy finds kill into Hero Black. So this could be doable, but Leonidas might have just sealed the deal for Score Gaming.
Grenade, I think, did just tip over the edge there. Finds the unsuspecting score member, and with a 6 kill advantage, taking the first game. Arbolito, the dark horse team of the tournament, could well be the ones to knock down the unbeatable Score Gaming if they can pull off another performance like that, especially if Leonidas can keep up this blistering pace.
Well, Arbolito certainly made one hell of a run for the money, counterfeit. Well, no one expected them to take down Score Gaming, but they did it right here. And after the break, we're going to have to find out if they can do it again, if they can take down Score Gaming once more. Because this was a surprise, and they might just be about to take down the favorites.
Guys, we'll see you momentarily. Game 2, Arbolito and Score Gaming. The little trees that could take game number 1, but this series is far from done. The semifinals will continue. Friends, we're back and in for our second semi-final game. Apologies about the quality loss there. Should be sorted out now. Right, so the teams have kept to the same side as we head on to conversion. Last time round it was a 6-kill win, thanks in primary part to a ludicrously strong performance from Leonidas.
Leonidas definitely just led the way for their team. Bolito, however, they're finding themselves a bit behind, or close to being behind here in this game. Currently only 3 kills up against Score Gaming. It isn't as dominant as we saw in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, this time around we don't have that incredible corridor defense from Leonidas to call upon, but they are still doing some good work for the squad, especially across some more close range firepower. As we see what, with the BSW, a moment's hesitation means the opportunity passes. As Score, Cam over in the YouTube chat, is putting their money on Score Gaming. I think, well, they're coming back from a disadvantage, but they are a team with a history of beating every single team that's playing here today. So, you know, if any team's going to manage to come back, as we've already seen one at best of 3 go all the way through to game 3, I think Score Gaming could do it as well.
They certainly could kind of fit. Score Gaming, they are looking unstoppable moving into this game. They did lose game number 1, but before we went into the tournament, they were just looking so good. And I honestly think it's going to be a very hard task for Arbolito to take them down once more. But if anyone could do it, it could be Arbolito. They're coming in as the clear underdogs of today. But I've seen miracles happen.
That first game victory certainly raises a lot of questions. It only remains for Arbolito to put the final touches to the series, with Score Gaming right up in their business and getting some pretty favourable trades. Leonidas, as much as before, is again going to have to be called upon heavily. Leonidas with more kills than the 2nd and 3rd place player on Arbolito combined.
Leonidas certainly is leading the way for Arbolito, but a big problem for Arbolito in this game has been the fact that Score Gaming have been able to duel so much with them and get military support. When you get a lot of military support, especially as a team who's behind, you get those airstrikes and those bombers in, and suddenly you can start to make sure that your opponents can only move in a certain pattern in a certain area, and that means that someone like Score Gaming, they can corner Arbolito and take them down.
Definitely very smart to take advantage of those indirect advantages you get from the military support. And you know, that's what we get to see from these teams who played in the ESL for such a long time. Well, Score as an organisation is very, very old, and it's been around the blocks more than a few times. Their PC team, well, very, very individually skilled. We have to know that they're going to be getting even better as they play more and more tournaments.
Oh, certainly. They're playing for a legendary club, kind of with a legendary team. And it would be an honor to try and just lift up the legacy of the IRS Score Gaming squad as well. But so far, Arbolito, they are starting to make that comeback, and it could be Score Gaming moving out of this monthly final already from the semi-final.
It's so very close as we come towards the end of the second semi-final game. Playboy doing wonders, 13 kills but 14 deaths. It's Bangalore for the side of Score Gaming, who's got the real big KDA. Taking out Leonidas, that's a huge pick-off in these last few moments.
6 more kills for Score Gaming, but 6 more for Arbolito as well. Kind of fit, they're not gonna go out without a fight. Score Gaming will lose Bangalore. Leonidas takes them down. So suddenly, Score Gaming, they find themselves a kill behind, and with 2 minutes left to go, there's going to be so much pressure on these two teams to find those very last kills and take each other down. Arbolito could just finish out Score Gaming right here and right now. Score Gaming, they're hanging on for dear life.
Bangalore grabs another. Score Gaming are in the lead. The Mexican team so close to equalising this series. Arbolito, though, they're going to keep on swinging. Hugh, Snake-Eyed, And what, all with roughly equal scorelines. It's going down to performance. Bangalore takes out Leonidas. It's 3 versus 1. But Score are still behind.
2 more kills for Abelito. Snake Eyes are searching for those kills. Comes in with that commander shield. Tries to pull out that shotgun to see if they can find someone. But Playboy equalizes the score. Takes down Leonidas. The legendary leader has gone down.
Playboy up the stairs. Charging forward. Gets a melee kill of the Snake Eyes. It's 49 to 49. We've got Bangalore on the bottom floor. 1 versus 3. Hero Black goes down. And the swarming style of Score Gaming pays off. You can't beat the 3 versus 1.
No, my God. Score Gaming, they make that comeback. In the very last second, Bangalore is an absolute monster alongside Playboy. Those 2 guys, they just carried the living hell out of this game. Abelito, they might have just made Score Gaming mad because Score Gaming, they're not giving up without a fight.
Still though, for Abelito, the consistency of Leonidas. When you talk about consistency, Leonidas' score from game 1 and 2 was exactly the same. A huge amount of points, but this time Score Gaming just pumped out a little bit more damage. Guys, we're going to break. We're going to another game, number 3, for the place in the finals. Abelito and Score Gaming, the decider, coming up, and you don't want to miss it. See, it's time to get back into the action. With one game apiece for Arbolito and Score Gaming, we are again rewarded with an extremely competitive series. The Ecuadorian squad taking a surprise game 1 over favourite Score Gaming, but now firing back with an incredibly close game number 2.
Today has been all about those close game counterfeits, close games counterfeit, and it's not looking to stop at all. Score Gaming and Arbolito, it could come down to the wire once again. Score Gaming, they surely are mad about losing the first game, but Arbolito, they are looking like a team that's turned up here today, ready to fight, and they are not going to give Score Gaming a single chance of taking the series back into their own hands.
Yeah, Arbolito starting off incredibly well. A lot of that before, of course, thanks to Leonidas, who's 6-0 in the opening minute. What on earth is Leonidas been doing? We'll keep our eyes very closely to try and pick up some tricks. As we can see, Score Gaming for those little pluses on the map, meaning they've taken injury recently. I suspect that's due to some well-placed military support.
Oh, certainly counterfeit, but now that we are on the museum, it's going to be a completely different story between these two teams, I feel like. Score Gaming, as a team, it feels like they want to really try and work together as a team. It's not a team full of the best mechanically skilled players, but they have some great coordination, so when they can get flanks in, when they can have two teams, have like different openings to a fight, then they do really well. Arbolito, on the other hand, they just tend to fight a lot. They always work within the same proximity, but they always just fight a lot, and they fight as individuals, and that has really helped them a lot here on the museum to begin with, because museum kind of opens up for the two styles, but Arbolito, they're just upping the pace of the game, meaning that they can play to their own style.
So we've got Leonidas on one side, the entirety of Arbolito on the other. I think dividing their forces may cost Arbolito here, as the squads do trade across. Hero Black getting a good amount of kills for themselves, looking to step up a little bit, but no one, of course, compared to Leonidas, who did the maths, which is pretty easy maths this time round. Leonidas with more kills than the entirety of the rest of Arbolito.
Leonidas is certainly just the strongest player in this series counterfeit. There's no doubt about it. Leonidas is always up there with the best, with the rest, and is certainly looking unstoppable. But Leonidas cannot carry an entire team on their own. So the rest of Arbolito, they need to start showing up and start supporting Leonidas. That's why we're seeing Hero Black starting to find those kills. Currently sitting at 6-4, trying to do better and better.
Playboy does pick up a series of kills there, gets down the shield, but not quite in time to stop the vengeance of Arbolito, the Ecuadorian squad. One step away, as is, of course, Score Gaming from the finals here, but they are looking so very good. You see here, Hero Black and Snake Eyes and Hugh and Woot all picking up a modest amount of kills, but Leonidas, I think it might be a map dependent thing. Last time round on conversion, almost got shut out of the game. This time seems to know every nook and cranny of the museum to get those perfect shots.
And those perfect shots are just perfect counterfeit. Arbolito finding themselves so far up. Score Gaming, it seems like they've run out of gas and that they can't really contest anymore. Arbolito about to reach 40 kills. Score Gaming only sitting at 27. They aren't looking that good, and honestly, it's only Playboy really doing well here in this game. Bangalore did well in game number 2, but seems to have run out of gas as well, and sitting at 6-6.
Yeah, Score Gaming, they showed us what they were made of in game number 2, but yeah, game 3 has just been a rout. When you really compare Playboy to Leonidas, it's not even close. And the rest of the squad, Bangalore we had high hopes for as being one of the people who could match up to Leonidas. 17 kills in the last game, but it's just fallen to pieces in this crucial third encounter.
Oh, it certainly has. Arbolito, they're looking strong. We said that they were coming into this tournament as the underdogs, as the big upsetters, and they are about to take down Score Gaming. And if that isn't an upset, then I don't know what is counterfeit.
Hero Black scouting around for the remaining Score Gaming players. Hugh gets 1 kill, Leonidas, of course, on the hunt for more. But no, it's going to be Hugh who gets the 2nd kill there. And 50-39, that is the most devastating victory of the series here on the Museum. Arbolito, they are in the finals.
Whoever's gonna face them in that final, we don't know yet, Counterfeit, but whoever that will be must be trembling right now. That was just an absolute smash of Score Gaming here in game number 3, and Arbolito, they're not here to play, they're here to win.
Yeah, we talked about the consistency of Leonidas, 18 and 12 in the first 2 games of the series, stepped up even further for this 3rd game, 23 and 9, just a nightmare made Flash. Guys, we're going to need to get you back onto stream once again for our community game where we get set up for our next ESL encounter, which is quite likely to be our grand finals. Let's see, just have a quick check-in on our bracket. So it looks like we haven't had a move through from the other semi-finals. We will look in for an update for that during the break. Now though, let's get out of here. Let's get a custom game set up. Deedless, what's that key to get in the door of the stream?
Well, ESL 1, 2, 3. And of course you have to be on the PC platform if you want to play. So ladies and gentlemen, ESL 1, 2, 3 passkey platform PC. And we're going to have a very interesting time seeing you, ladies and gentlemen, play here today. Obviously, it's also a good way to showcase your skills in case a team is looking for a new player. Perhaps Arbolito could use you for their next roster.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of those things that it's really hard to tell without seeing a player a whole bunch of times. You know, for Leonidas, obviously getting a lot of praise in the chat, as you'd expect, for playing so exceptionally well. But, you know, how much is the rest of the team doing to enable Leonidas as a player? Would they do as well in a different context? I don't know. It remains to be seen. They've had amazing performances so far. If they can do the same kind of thing in the grand finals, then I think Arbolito could go from dark horse to biggest, baddest horse in the room.
And we'll kind of fit, only time will tell, but I'm looking forward to seeing how it's gonna fare out in the grand final. Ladies and gentlemen, we still don't know who they're gonna face up against in the grand final, but we're trying to figure it out, and we'll let you guys know once we know.
So come and join us, ESL 1, 2, 3. This may be our last community game of the stream. Gladiator Games, the Android tournament will be coming up in about 45 minutes time. So if you're an Android player, make sure you are ready for that one to begin. Of course, we'll be having the iOS competitions as well later on this evening and tomorrow. So I hope you guys will come and join us for that. We need a couple more players to get this break game started. So PC players, don't let us down. Come and be the next Leonidas. Or maybe, just maybe, you too can find yourselves in those big, bright lights in the monthly final in the future. Alright, so we've got Alone, we've got Killer, the Master, Cam. Let's get you guys all added up as friendos if you haven't already. Gladiator Games, did you see another MC5 YouTuber rocking down some very nice MC5 Battle Royale action? Hellfire doing the... Actually, of course, I forgot it's actually on my stream rather than his. So I'll link that through to chat if any of you guys are interested in that one. There was a stream put together by Hellfire. Let's put in Hellfire's MC5 Battle Royale tournament. And just link through to Hellfire's channel as well. Since if you guys are interested in seeing more of that kind of thing, giving it some support to Hellfire would go a long way. Alright, we've got enough to get started with. We'll catch you guys on the other side of the break. Enjoy, and we'll be back shortly with game number 3 of... with the grand finals Best of 5 action coming up. Howdy, howdy, howdy. We're back into official ESL MC5 action. We are dropping in to the semi-finals partway through Alpha OP and Clan Legendario. Now, Deedless, if we think back to our first on-stream game, we saw the epic between Alpha OP and Omni Esports. Now, Alpha OP, they're facing up against the biggest dogs in the yard, Clan Legendario.
Yes, and I said back when we watched Alpha OP go up against Omni Esports that unless one of those teams could give us a convincing showing, that they would have a hard time against Clan Legendario. And it looks like Alpha OP, they had that in game number 1. Clan Legendario, they won. Now, with Score Gaming out of this tournament, Clan Legendario, they are the clear favorites. They are coming in as the very best team.
I mean, based on what we saw in the previous round of competition, though, I'm definitely not counting Alpha OP out. The Colombians, they've shown up with some really, really strong games to open up the tournament. And if we've had one upset, why not two?
That is definitely true, Counterfeit. It could happen, but right now, Clan Legendario, they do have the biggest amount of momentum with them having won one game already. Alpha OP and Clan Legendario both are missing players, but Clan Legendario, they come in, they take out 2 from Alpha OP, giving themselves a 2-kill lead.
Yeah, Muir and Jam, the two score players for the Legendario team, as they skirmish across Warren. We remember from before, an excellent commander player. That shield can lead to multiple killing streaks, not just a great bulwark of defense for the squad, but tends to also get a lot of kills as they cut down fellow commander Didier.
Cover finds a kill onto Deadshot, but Warren finds a kill onto Ventus, and Cover immediately fights back, takes down Jam. Cover right now is certainly just the strongest player on the side of Alpha OP, doing so well and really making sure to try and keep Alpha OP relevant. Cover finds another one. Cover sitting at 5-3. Alpha OP, they can rely on this player.
But you know who else is reliable for Alpha OP? Their missing player is Chiquito, owner of some truly ludicrous scores in previous games. Whereas for Legendario, we don't know how powerful their missing player was.
That's certainly true, Counterfeit, but while Cover is doing well for themselves, Clan Legendario, they are making sure to trade back here and there, and making sure to just stay in the lead, but not for long perhaps. As Alpha OP, they are managing to just close out the lead, and actually really fight back. But it's basically all on Cover right now. He's the one carrying really hard. But now Chiquito, one of those big names for Alpha OP, has joined up. Now with a man advantage, Alpha OP might just be able to take down Clan Legendario.
Jam on the roam around the place, but yes, that's a huge pickup for Chiquito. They've barely joined the game and they're already 3-0. This has got to be the difference maker for the Colombian team. I think now, even if it wasn't 5 versus 4, they would still be the favorites to take this game.
They certainly would be, but Counterfeit, let's just wait and see where this is gonna go, because Alpha OP, they finally found a lead for themselves, but Clan Legendario, I don't think they're about to give up at all, but they need to still find kills, and they really need to start finding them now, because Cover and Chiquito are on fire already.
And Deadshot spitting some flames up in the center as well. You can see multiple Alpha OP members coming after Deadshot here. They will live up to the truth of their name, dancing between the sniper shots. Grabs yet another kill. Has gone, I think, from 0 to 4 kills in that last exchange. And with Didier in backup, it's going to be extremely hard to put them down.
But now Counterfeit is also down to a 5 versus 5. Everyone here from Clan Legendario, everyone from Alpha OP as well. And now Clan Legendario, they're starting to grab up that lead for themselves again. Had a 4-kill lead, got reduced, but now it's down to a 3. As Warren finds a kill with a golden shotgun.
Yeah, Muir and Jam picking up the big points from the very start of the game. Check back in with Chiquito, who has slowed down a little bit since that unblemished start only 6 kills as a late arrival. But we see that BSW is very deadly, though not impossible to beat.
Certainly true, kind of it. But right now, Clan Legendario, they are looking unstoppable to beat. Mur sitting at 12 kills, Jam 11, and Calver on the side of Alpha OP sitting at 12 kills in total. So like Cover is doing the work of one member on the side of Clan Legendario, but can't carry the rest of the team if they don't start to step it up.
2 minutes left to play. Chiquito, away from the rest of the squad, will be trying to dance with these assault rifles at close range. No, Jam with the SMG. It's never going to work out, and takes down the Kodagor as well at the same time. It's looking like Legendario could complete the 2-0 despite the best efforts of our Colombian squad. It wouldn't be surprising, but for Alpha OP, who've been fighting incredibly hard, it's going to be incredibly disappointing.
Oh, it certainly must be, but Alpha OP, they fought well, they just couldn't complete it. They needed more members to really step it up, and they needed Chiquito from the start of the game to be in there. Cover did fine for so long, but Chiquito is also one of those strongest members, has found 11 kills out of nowhere, and if they were in the game to begin with, then this surely would have looked different. But Alpha OP, they lose to Clan Legendario, and it ends up being a 2-0 for Clan Legendario.
Yeah, I think there was also, for Chiquito, I mean, they did well in the last game, but I can't help but think that maybe there's a little bit of stubbornness with sticking with that BSW when everybody else is on the SMGs and assault rifles. You know, there were so many brawls at close range, and while Chiquito could get those one-shot kills, we saw how good Legendario were at just dancing around, making it so hard for Chiquito to pick off those instant kills from any kind of distance.
Good points, kind of it. Good points, but in the end, it will just be Clan Legendario winning this game and that series. So now that means that they're gonna face up against Team Abuelito in that grand final, and I think it's going to be a very good match between those two teams. Clan Legendario, big favorites, but Abuelito, they've shown that they can take down the biggest teams and they can play among the stars.
Yeah, definitely F for respect for Alpha OP, no longer in a position to pick up any credits for today's performance. Those 30,000 credits spread between first and second, so we know that we're going to be seeing a lot of happy teams whatever happens, but we shall be getting you guys back into community games in just a second. Our last one of the stream, so do use the passkey ESL-123. Dealers, where should we go for our last game of the day?
Let's go to Canals.
Oh boy, how spicy. Alright, let's give it a try. So again, guys, ESL-123 or the global chat invite, both will get you in. High-tech game, if you'd like to play in ESL competition, let me just send you through the details. If you've got a team already, you can sign up for the ESL website for a future competition. If not, then you can head to the ESL MC5 Discord, and just like Deedless did so many years ago, find yourself a team and find yourself a bright new future in MC5 esports. I'm going to do a quick reset on the game. Apologies, guys. It does happen occasionally. Hero Game Slime, thank you for doing the ESL command. So if any of you guys ever forget where to go, just use that exclamation mark ESL and that will bring it up right and proper. Also, there's some fun little commands in there from long ago. See if you can find them. Dealers, have you ever spotted any of the secret commands for Nightbot?
For a what now? Oh, for Nightbot. Oh, there's what, like exclamation mark dab?
That's that's certainly a favorite. I think that's one which is something to do with an owl. So I can't quite remember. But yeah, see if you guys can find it. I think there's actually a way to be able to see all of the commands, but I think it's more fun to try and figure them out for yourselves. So let's get that community game back up and running. And, oh, hello. Go on. Okay, no, that's right. That's not this particular one. We'll be looking out for our notification coming through for our grand finals. But for now, come and join us for this last game.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the passkey EE is ESL-123. It is on the platform. Obviously, it's canals, so it is a bit of a different one. But you know what? Sometimes we have to try something new. And I think canals could be that something new here.
Right, guys, come and join us. Passkey ESL 1, 2, 3. Honestly, I think Canals has got, you know, several different good maps as part of it. I think if anything, it could probably just use to be cut down in size. Let's see.
Yeah, it certainly could be.
Oh, man, it's like there's 3 different pages of commands for Nightbot. Huh. I mean, some of these are sensible.
Oh, Jesper. Danish Wondercast.
Yes, you have to set restream to be just YouTube, otherwise it'll post it to Twitch and Facebook as well.
So Jesper, come on. No, oh there we go. Our new commentator today is Jesper. Wait, that's not my caster name. But I am a Danish Wondercaster.
Well, there you go. I guess that works out. Let's see. So I think actually I can. Hey, Mango YouTube, what are you doing over on Facebook? So, do we not have the players today? Oh man, going back to those old, little bit troublesome memes, which fortunately have died a long time ago.
Hey, I still remember the quack quack.
If only we didn't. Yes, Hero Gaming Sirens, that's a good one there. So, we have had some new music since that command was last played around with. Let's see. I'm actually sure how to edit that one. Never mind. Maybe we don't have the PC players to play for this one. Okay, well in that case, we'll take a short break. So guys, go grab yourselves a drink of water or similar. And we'll be back shortly with our grand final. Best of 5 coming up. Well, howdy ho, everybody. We are going to do a quick battle royale while we wait for our finals to come good. So if you're playing on PC, queue up right now, and we'll queue up in just a second, and hopefully all end up in the same game. I don't think we've got enough players here today to do our own custom battle royale, but that doesn't mean we can't go invading somebody else's.
You forgot to tell me to join up, man.
Oh, join up. Nasty time.
Okay, I'm joining up.
SGGN, good luck with a 4-leaf clover and a ray of sunshine. Why? That's awful kind of you to say. Dadia MC5, welcome to the stream. Saw you play it before? Not too shabby, not too shabby. Hope we'll see some of you guys from the stream in this next Battle Royale game. I'm in a 9-person lobby. How about you, Douglas?
Same. And I'm at the airport, the superior place to spawn.
Ah. So when Hellfire was...
Oh, that's you! Don't run away. Are you shooting at me? That's not very
Nay,
nice
it must
of
be
you.
your imagination.
See, when the thing went crack, 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 I was ducking.
Haha. Outmaneuvered, sir. Come and join us. Queue up, and you might well be able to get into this game. And of course, we'll jump out once our finals comes ready. But until that glorious day, it is time to get started and smash some fools. So, do this. Are you going to spawn in at the airport?
Yes. Can you throw up a YOLO in chat?
Well, I sure can.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the game, join or throw up a YOLO in chat, and then we'll know that you're there.
All right. Oh, I think I might have broken mine. Let's hope not.
Did you break yours? That's not very smart of you.
Oh, okay. It looks like I accidentally made it so I didn't get to choose where to spawn. So I'm in the airport.
Ah, congratulations, you made the right choice then.
I guess so. Or it was made for me. Maybe it was destiny. Maybe it was just the ability to shoot you in the face.
Well, I'm sure it was destiny. Unski. I just killed Unski.
Unski?
Unski. Yeah, there was someone called Unski.
So what do I got so far? Nothing too crazy. Just the old Sering shotgun, but it looks like we've actually managed to find a good old pile of loot that nobody's had as of yet. So we're up to tier 2 armor. I think we're mainly light on weaponry at the moment. There you go, that's something that you could pretend is a long range weapon.
Oh, the good old compact.
Yes. Whew! That was a close one.
Ooh, we might have a code. I'm gonna check it out. You just continue to play.
Alright. Sharon, yes, it's Battle Royale time. We are all about the smashing fools, so I do not have a good long range weapon. There's nothing left to get here, so I think I'm just gonna head out. NZGN, yes, I'm sure you were impressed by my swift dispatching of my opposition there. Hui. Unfortunately, oh, hello. Yes, we are getting tagged.
Yes, that's just
Okay.
something you don't need to worry about quite yet. Just continue to play and smash counterfeit. Smash.
Smash the fit. Actually, let's just check and see.
Oh, what just happened?
Yeah, did you hear that little ping yourself?
Yes.
That was weird.
It's because someone wants to add us as friends over on ESL, on the ESL webpage.
Oh, that's true. Yes, the ESL website does unfortunately have a rather loud ping that it does whenever anything happens. It's a way to turn it off, instead of just muting the site.
Okay, yes, there is a lobby up, but I'll tell you when it's nearly full and then you can join up.
Okay. The red 34. It calms me, it does. Fufu cool. 1, 2, 3. Welcome. Oh, man, I really want to keep the red, though. I think in Battle Royale, generally speaking, ranged is going to be the superior option. Let's change across to a shorter range loadout. Alright. So I think I might be alone looting up here through this old place. I think we've actually probably got time to run down and check out some of the lower villages. I know the blue is coming in, but it's not going to do too much damage before that first circle. Only 16 people alive, huh? Alright. I'm still a little bit light on attachments, which means that my guns are going to be not as effective.
You need to start journeying up. We're only missing one player.
Alright, there we go. So guys, we'll be getting into our grand finals in just a few moments' time. Do grab yourselves some refreshment, for there will be no stopping for slowpokes as we head into best of 5 action in just a few moments' time. We're back! It's time! The Grand Finals, what it's all been building up towards. Clan Legendario, the #1 seed, against the darkest of dark horses. Team Arbolito, the little trees that could.
It seems you've muted yourself on Discord, my good friend and colleague.
Ah, there we go. Wasn't a mutant on stream though, so everything is Gucci. Let's get it on. Game 1 of a potential 5.
There we go. Let's see where this is gonna lead us, ladies and gentlemen. Arbolito versus Clan Legendario. Arbolito, they took down Score Gaming, all clear favorites, but now can they take down Clan Legendario, one of the teams that we also thought would go on to win today's tournament?
Yeah, we see it from the the Legendario team rushing it through. But it's actually Woot, the knight of the Arbolito team, who's currently scoring extremely well for them. Hugh as well. Leonidas, we expected to see massive things from, has had a bit of a rough start to the game. On the other side, it's Anna for Legendario. 2 kills so far. Actually, the Ecuadorian team in the red, they've got the early advantage.
Oh, they certainly have counterfeit, but it's only by 3 kills. It's not that much, but actually make that 5 as out of nowhere Arbolito, they find even more kills. They're not giving up without this fight, but Clan Legendario, if you give them a finger, they're gonna take your whole hand, and suddenly they're just back in this game.
Warren is leading the counter charge from the Argentinian squad. Clan Legendario is still very, very close. Arbolito, I think, at this point, if you're an Arbolito fan, you're very impressed with how far they've made it through this tournament with relatively modest expectations coming into it. Legendario, we'll have to see. With this being a best of 5, they will have the chance to adapt to Arbolito's strengths. And we get to see if the Arbor, the little trees, can manage to match up with some of the big names.
They're looking to grow counterfeit, and starting out that growth all came from taking down Score Gaming, but a tree needs more light, and now once that they are medium sized, they need to take down Clan Legendario, who currently are just overshadowing the entirety of Arbolito. If they take them down here today, they're going to be a big tree, and they're going to be very, very happy about at least taking down 1 or 2 games from Clan Legendario. If they could take down, if they could take all 5, then that would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is a chance for Arbolito to put down roots, to start building up their legacy as a team to watch on PC. It's always exciting to see these new names coming through, and especially when those new names give not just a run for their money to the established teams, but actually sometimes even dethrone them entirely.
So with this counterfeit, a dethrone could happen. Arbolito at least are keeping themselves ahead of the pace, but I feel like whenever Arbolito they make 2 steps forward, then Clan Legendario, they make 2 tiny steps as well. They always keep so close, and while this is a gigantic lead now for Arbolito, Clan Legendario, they are a team that you need to respect, and while this is a best of 5, there is just a long way to go for Arbolito to really finish out this game.
Only ahead by 6, we know how dangerous the Argentinian squad Legendario can be. Right now, control of the center very tentatively held by the Arbolito squad, but they're ahead by 10. Hero, Black, stepping up, Leonidas as well, and Woot and Hugh, everybody nearly on the team. But Anna does get the triple kill with the military support. Could this be the chance for Legendario to come back in?
Well, it might be counterfeit, but obviously there's a long way to go for Clan Legendario. If they wanted to make that comeback, they would have to get 12 kills out of nowhere without giving anything up to Arbolito. It would be an impossible task. It would be the dream, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Huge comes in, takes down 1 member, and suddenly this game is over. Arbolito, they pick up the first game, and they are gonna give us a run for the money here today. We did not expect them to take this game, take this entire tournament, but right now they are sitting on the step to doing so.
And we knew we were expecting big things from Leonidas, but honestly, not actually the only player like they were before to step up for the squad. Hugh and Hero and Woot, honestly, Nearly everybody on the team are getting a positive KDA and contributing more than their load. Anna, from the other side, for Legendario, their best performing player, but everybody else equal or negative KDA. Guys, we are going into game number 2. Arbolito, a shocking first round victory. They've taken down one big team. Can they complete their journey and take down a second? Game 2 of our grand finals coming up in just a few heartbeats away. on to game number 2 of our grand finals, Arbolito. The trees grow into game number 2 with the first game victory, Legendario. It was, not as close as you would have expected. A 13 kill advantage for Arbolito. The Ecuadorian team could establish themselves as one of the big names of the MC5 PC scene with a couple more victories.
In previous tournaments, Arbolito, they have been able to take down Clan Legendario, but right now, Clan Legendario, they consistently get within top 4. And they are just a team that always performs super well. So, we were expecting good things from them, and obviously in the grand final, that is good, but we did expect them to win as well. Now, Arbolito, they're giving them a run for their money. And they're not looking to slow down at all. Already coming in and finding 2 kills within the first minute.
Yeah, we've got Woot up on the outside, providing fire support with that imp. I think may have just spotted the number 4 player, Deadshot, moving up to try and aggress onto them. Missing those first 2 shots, changing across the Rager. Deadshot gets the kill, while on the other side of things, we've got fights breaking out towards the center as Muir moves in.
Hero Black finds kill onto Mur, so it's an even game so far. 6-6 here between Clan Legendario and Arbolito. I like what Clan Legendario are doing. They're controlling the middle settlement, but they're also sending people out to the flank. Warren with the commander shield, keeping a close eye on that right side, while over on the left side, Mur is also moving in towards the Arbolito members. So Arbolito, they're just getting shut down from every single angle that they could possibly fathom.
Yeah, very good control so far for the Argentinian squad, looking to try and level out this series. Leonidas does pick up a kill in the interior for falling back with minimal health. Hugh and Snake Eyes, along with Hero Black, they're all down towards the bottom middle of the map, trying to establish a base of operations.
Ooh, but now Arbolito, they're pushing up as a team They're coming in and they're saying, okay, we're getting shot from every single angle, so the only way we can stop this is by attacking one of those angles that are weak, by attacking one of those angles that doesn't have a lot of members on it. So they do that, but immediately Mur makes the right decision, moves in and cuts down Arbolito from behind.
It's still so very close. Arbolito on the run now. Yes, again, without their big player, Chiquito, having connection problems in the previous game and in this one as well. Snake Eyes grabs another, looks like control of the center. Will fall back to Arbolito though. Hero Black coming one side, Snake Eyes another, and Hugh with the 3rd entry point secured for now.
Arbolito, they find themselves up by 2 kills. Make that 1 as Deadshot is able to find a kill onto Leonidas. But Arbolito, they've lost a member Never mind, they're back now. Vu is back as I trip over my water bottle. But Arbolito, they're not tripping over at all.
They're looking very good. Hey Rex, welcome to the stream. Are you the same Rex Tash who performed so well in yesterday's Battle Royale tournament? If so, then you are doubly welcome. Warren and Deadshot from Legendario. They're trying to set up a base down in the underpass, but Snake Eyes coming in from the side. Hugh, oh boy, it's tearing into folks in the center, clears that one out, but it looks like ultimately it's a pretty even trade as the Legendario team hold fast on the far right of the map.
But you know what, this is exactly the grand final that we were hoping for and that I dreamed of. Seeing 2 teams go as even and as close as Arbolito and Clan Legendario. It is a treat to watch and it's not something you get to see every single day. So I'm quite happy that these 2 teams, they are matching up as evenly as we're seeing them do right now.
Oh wow, that's a huge pickup for the Legendario team, almost going untraded there as Arbolito. I think you're right. Once Arbolito start getting aggressed onto rather than the other way round, they start to struggle. Legendario, they've been picking off these kills. They are ahead. Leonidas grabs one. It's traded back by Matteo straight away though, who's 5 and 4. Warren though, 4 kills and no deaths so far.
That is certainly the scoreline that you want to have here in a grand final. scenario, but you know what? Kind of it doesn't really matter as individuals what they are or what their score is. All that matters is how well your team is faring. And right now, Clan Legendario, they're faring better as a team. 11 and 10, 6 and 5, 5 and 5 is currently the scoreline that you're seeing from the top three. While on the side of Abuelito, it's 11 to 9, 7 to 10, 4 and 6. It's only Leonidas that's doing really well. You need to see the rest of the team start to perform if they are to win this second game.
Interesting to see we're getting the Bounty Hunter dropping by as well. Hey, Savage and Conchito, welcome to the stream. We're in Game 2 of our Grand Finals, as it's looking more and more likely that Legendario will be able to equalize things once again. Abuelito did very, very well in Game number 1, but Game 2 is so incredibly close that Legendario seem to be holding on pretty firmly to that lead.
They certainly are now. With us only having 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go, and with Abuelito being 7 kills behind, which has been the height of this game, it does feel rather unlikely that they can make this comeback. Now, Clan Legendario are coming online, the team that we were looking forward to seeing here in this grand final. And they might just take us all the way to 3 games.
And they're getting taken out, I think, almost as an afterthought there, but Warren, who just blew up absolutely everyone, 12 and 0 so far, has been the centerpiece of the team, is now investing that military support in putting this game beyond repair. Hugh does at least get the shutdown, but if nothing else, I think it's all going to be over so very soon.
It will definitely be. 3 more kills of 15 seconds. Clan Legendario, they're not in a hurry. They're not going to move out of here. There's no way they can lose now, kind of it. And the game and the series will be equalized at 1-1. Clan Legendario, they push us to a 3rd game. They push us to advantage. And they push us to 4 games at the very least in this grand final.
So it's almost the same difference between the two teams. Game number 1, Abuelito ahead by 13. Game 2, the other way round, Legendario ahead by 10. It does make me start to think that maybe it is a map-related performance. We'll have to see what Game 3 has got in store for us. But Warren, definitely the standout player there. 14 and 1 is just ridiculous.
Oh, you're definitely right, kind of it. 14 and 1 is just a scoreline that you really never get to see in MC5. Games, they are chaotic, they are fast-paced. So only dying once is definitely something that you're going to have to remember, because that is probably not going to happen again.
Alright guys, so it's 1 game apiece, which means the turning point is coming up after the break. Who will take game number 3 and control back of the grand finals? Certainly both teams have shown us some huge amounts of ferocity, but only one team can be up 2-1. 3rd game, the turning point, coming up in just a few short moments' time. Back for game number 3, it's turning point time. Arbolito losing out that last game in basically the same way that they won game number 1. Both these teams have taken big swings at one another. Now it comes down to this turning point, who will take game 3 and be in position to finish the series in game 4.
Arbolito would love Counterfeit once again to take a game away from Clan Legendario, but Clan Legendario, they showed up in game number 2. They said that, well, we are the big favorites of this tournament, and we know why. Because damn did they play really good in game number 2. If they can keep that up here against Arbolito in game number 3, then they might just be in a position to actually take the entire grand final. But Arbolito and Clan Legendario, they are very evenly matched, so it's not going to be an easy breeze to just take down Arbolito.
It might be Saturday afternoon, but it's going to be a long fight all the way through to the end. Both of the teams, 4 and 4s, slamming into the middle right now. You see a diversion from Legendario trying to get away from Arbolito, who are in control of the top. Leonidas, of course, the most feared of all of the Arbolito players, lurking in the side corridor and picking up the kills.
Anna jumping around with that sniper, trying to spot someone. Hero Black defending that staircase right there as that commander tries to come up. And what a grenade! Takes down 2 members from Arbolito.
Amir doing a great job there to try and break open the defensive position of the Ecuadorian squad in blue. For now, though, it's pushing forward. We do see, of course, Warren, the unbreakable shield of Legendario, will find a little bit more than they bargained for as the brawling continues, nobody taking firm possession.
And they're trying to cut up there with that sniper, trying to see if they can kill someone with that ERG, but not being able to find someone as Hero Black comes in, shoots them in the face. Arbolito not being able to develop a kill lead is very characteristic here for this series. It's been the name of the game for so long that no one is really getting that lead up until the very end of a game. Clan Legendario only find themselves 2 kills behind, definitely bodes well for them.
Yeah, Legendario, they want to build up a legacy of their own. For Arbolito, it's about establishing that legacy and showing that they are a team that needs to be part of the conversation when you're talking about the best teams in MC5 on PC. Of course, it's a very different game on each of these different platforms. But right now, it's looking like Arbolito, again, have got a chance of bringing Legendario at least to the end, if not taking the series back for themselves.
But 4 minutes left to go, Counterfeit, and now is the time that you really want to start getting that lead in. You really want to start developing so that you will not have that much pressure on you. And Leonidas, what a grenade! Straight into the face of Matteo. But Warren comes in and revenges their teammate.
Matteo covering from the back. A good setup here for Legendario, who've taken the lead. Though Leonidas is more than happy to step up to the plate. Has no cover though. So Deadshot will be able to trade the kill back. Halfway mark has been reached. Hero Black has really been stepping up in this game from previous performances as Muir, who saw for the current score leader. 10 kills, 7 deaths. Leonidas, 10 kills as well. Very, very evenly matched. Pretty much across nearly the entire scoreboard.
In order to win a fight, Clan Legendario, they need to divide and conquer. You can't go up against Arbolito as a 5-man unit. You need to go up against them where they are divided. Because when they are together as a team, when they can just protect Leonidas, they always rule.
Check in with Hero Black and the rest of the squad. As Warren dips out of the game, that's a big tanky presence for the Legendario team that will no longer be part of things, as Hero Black picks up a melee kill. So dangerous, of course, when you haven't got a teammate to back you up. But this could be the turning point. Legendario, they do fall behind. Muir is going to have the turret at least to buy him a second more. But Hugh grabs 2 more and somehow doesn't die.
And now Counterfeit Arbolito, they have a 5-kill lead. This is exactly the kind of lead that they need to hold on to. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. So it's not going to be over quite yet, but Clan Legendario, you don't want this lead to develop for Arbolito, not while they're so close to 40 kills. This could turn out really wrong for them.
So little time left for Legendario to make their mark here. Arbolito back in control of the center, trying to get up those stairs. Leonidas so aggressive. It feels like without Warren here though, Legendario, they've almost become dependent on having Warren and that impenetrable shield to form their front line. And now the fight's just turning so poorly for them again and again.
And now Leonidas once again looking for a kill, finds one right there, takes down Anna with that grenade, takes down Mur with that cock B. It's not over, it's not done, but Leonidas is definitely banning the way for their team, making sure to keep them up and afloat and to take down Clan Legendario once again.
Anna with a nice double kill there, managing to control those doorways, but it's not going to matter. Leonidas picks up the final kill, and that means Arbolito, they're 1 game away from victory, and it seems very much like they could well manage it.
They certainly could do, Counterfeit. I love the way that they're playing. As long as they're together as a team, as long as they have that support around Leonidas, they always win those fights. Clan Legendario, they just need to figure out a way to make sure that they can't stay together as a team, or else they're going to lose in game number 4.
I just want to point out again, and I'll have to go back and find the replay for that. That was an absolutely beautiful bounce grenade from Leonidas there. Because you know, if you throw a grenade at someone, they're going to back off. So Leonidas threw it at the wall to bounce back to where someone would run away from that same grenade. Just absolutely beautiful play. That was Leonidas' highest kill amount so far, beating out their previous record of 23, now up to 20... Oh, I tell a lie. Was that 22 or 24?
I'm not sure.
I gotta go back and check, because either way, Leonidas has been doing some absolutely crazy stuff. And again, steps forward for Arbolito. I'm checking the footage from that last game. What was it? What were those numbers by the end? Oh, it was 22. Alright, so I tell a lie. It's 1 less than their personal best, but it's still an amazing score. Guys, we've got a game number 4 to get set up. So please do grab yourselves a drink. We'll be back. Game 4, a chance for Arbolito to build their place in history. And you can only see it here coming up next. It's time, Daedalus. Can you feel it? The possibility is here of a brand new champion. Arbolito from Ecuador could take down Legendario as they already took down Score Gaming and become our incredibly surprising first time champions.
Well, would it be them here today? Leonidas certainly says yes, comes in with 2 kills out of nowhere with that good grenade. But Counterfeit, I definitely think Arbolito can do it. But remember which objective I stated for Clan Legendario. Divide up Arbolito. Don't allow them to group up as a team. Don't allow them to work together. If you can say, Arbolito, you're not going to get the chance to work together as a team, then you're going to get the most success out as Clan Legendario. So just make sure that Arbolito, they can't work together as a team, and then you might be able to win a fight.
Early skirmishing sees both teams grab themselves a handful of kills. But we have got a flank around from Leonidas here. We've seen how effective they can be, even by themselves, but Warren is ready and waiting, cuts them down, and now the plans of Arbolito may need to change.
Oh, it certainly will have to. You don't want to give Clan Legendario a chance to develop a kill lead, and right now, with them having 1 kill in the lead, they could be very well on the way. But I love what Clan Legendario they're doing. They're spreading themselves out thinly here on the map. That means that they're trying to look for all these small fights, and on top of that, with the Clan Legendario controlling so much ground, they're always going to have information about what Arbolito are doing. But Arbolito, they do move in as a 5-man unit, so they do win out in some of those fights. But immediately Warren comes in with that commander class and takes down 2, giving back the lead to Clan Legendario.
We'll see what Legendario will do with that lead. The airstrikes, no, the bombing run and an airstrike cutting up the map. This could be real dangerous times for Arbolito here as they try and build up the defensive line near Big Head. Leonidas has been doing decently, and Snake Eye getting some kills as well. But look at those numbers for Warren and for Anna. Both of them 3 kills and only 1 death between them.
Clan Legendario, they have control over this game and they're not about to give it up. They're getting military support, they're moving as a team, and Warren with his commander class is just roaming all these halls and making sure to keep control in their own hand, and I don't think they're about to give it up. And with that military support in hand, Arbolito, they need to find a new and creative way to do this, but Leonidas, 2 kills, picked up there, make that freeze, they take down Jam as well. Now Arbolito, they're back in the lead.
Leonidas activates monster mode once again. What an absolute beast. There's not even any backup near Leonidas right now. They show no fear whatsoever, charging up the stairs, looking for Jam, who's there and ready, takes them out instantly, and keeps the pain train rolling.
Now Arbolito, 10 kills in the lead, Counterfeit. This game might just be over. Clan Legendario looked so good for so long, but now they've given it up. Now they're not ruling anymore. As Clan Legendario, they find themselves so far down.
You know, Legendario, they've had themselves the last finals win, beating out Alpha OP and Dynasty on the way, but it's looking like it could be time for some new blood in MC5 ESL PC Esports. Warren and Snake Eyes brawling up and down this museum, but I think you're right. Leonidas may have torn the heart from Legendario with that amazing sequence of play.
They might have definitely done that, Counterfeit, and honestly, Arbolito, they're just looking like the better team here today. While it's not flashy, while it's Leonidas who are the big star player, Arbolito, they're doing such a good job at supporting up Leonidas and making sure that Leonidas can rule this game. And now Leonidas is on fire, about to take down Clan Legendario for good.
They're coming to his last 2 minutes and change left to play. Leonidas again stepping up into their avatar form and just ruling over this here museum. I don't think I've seen any play like this for quite a long time. So these grenade throws are absolutely on point. And while getting cut down in that last exchange rather cheapens the point we're trying to make there, they still put on an incredible display. And I think you're right. The rest of the team, they've got... Hugh's got a good score. Everyone else has got average to decent scores. And that's all you need if you've got that one big carry.
5 more kills will make this game happen for Arbolito. 5 more kills will crown them the champions. Jam, let's put out some good grenades, but Leonidas once again finds a kill. And they aren't finding themselves at a wall, Arbolito. They're finding themselves pushing through. And they're going to be the champions of today. They just need one more kill to make it happen. And there we go. That will be them picking up the victory. Snake Eyes takes down Anner. And Clan Legendario, they fall to Arbolito.
Honestly, that was incredible. The team Arbolito has only been around for a couple of months representing Ecuador. This is the first time they've been able to win. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. Arbolito did manage to sneak away the PC July-August finals on... Oh, wait, no, that's the... do apologize, the ESL site has bamboozled me by putting things out of order. I will go back to my original point then. Arbolito, first time winners, yeah! There's a new team in town, and they are gonna get... Is their bark worse than their bite? I don't know, we've made a lot of tree jokes there. I'm trying to think of ones we haven't done already.
Well, they grew up to be a very big friend, kind of it. Let's just put it that way. Bob Ross couldn't have painted a better tree.
There's no happy little accidents about it. It is a 3-1 victory for Arbolito. I think the one that goes down in history here has got to be Leonidas. Just ludicrously good performance. Some of the best MC5 we've ever seen. I will always remember that some of those grenade tosses were just insane. Guys, we won't be able to bring you the Android tournament today because we'll be bringing you the iOS tournament later on. So I hope you'll come and join us for that. If you're playing in the Android tournament, best of luck. So we'll have the iOS later this evening, and then of course iOS again tomorrow. If you haven't already, as Dealer said earlier on, please do follow Modern Combat on whatever channel you're watching on right now. Dealers, anything you want the folks to know?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can also find Counterfeit and I on the various social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at, respectively, Counterfeit Cast and Dealers Casts.
That's it for us now, guys. Again, thank you to our admins, Nessie and Aviator featured. Actually, no, I think it was just Nessie in the end. But either way, thank you to our admins. Thank you, of course, to Hero Gaming Simon for taking the time to moderate the chat and keep everything nice and smooth. We'll see you guys again a little later on, or perhaps tomorrow. And thank you for spending your afternoon, or morning, or night with us.